Can this scratch the itch for this? Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to NTFG Reviews. I'm your boy Nate, the fragrance guy, and today I want to talk about a fragrance that I recently borrowed. I borrowed this from my dad. He had it. Looked at his collection. I'm like, where'd you get this from? And I was interested. It intrigued me. And I actually had my eyes on this before I actually bought my Sospiro Vibrato. This is Philos Messenger. Philos Messenger from Maison Alhambra. Now, if you know Maison Alhambra, they are a sub-brand of Lattafa. They have so many fragrances for very great prices. They're very affordable, but they do come very hit or miss. Like, they could be great, they could be terrible as far as quality, performance, all of that, but they're very cheap, so it's really not much you can complain about. This one, I put to the test and see how close it was to the original Sospiro Vibrato, which is a beloved fragrance by the community. And I will say it's not that bad, but let's get into the details. So if you know this DNA, you know it's a very fresh, citrusy, ginger forward, grapefruit combination. It's very nice. It's a very pleasing, beautiful DNA. The notes to the original, real quick, I'm going to compare them. At the top of Sospiro Vibrato, we have grapefruit, bergamot, jasmine, magnolia. In the mid, there's ginger, herbal notes, powdery notes. In the base, we have musk, cedar, amber, patchouli, and orris root. Now for the Philos, we have grapefruit, ginger, and bergamot. Then in the mid, jasmine, magnolia, and orris. And in the base, musk, cedar, amber, patchouli. Kind of similar. This one don't list that powdery note, and I think it was one other one it missed. But they get pretty identical when it comes to the note breakdown. But let me just tell you how this thing opens up and how it actually wears versus the Vibrato. And is it worth buying? So I have both of them on paper. I actually wore the Philos today, so I really already have my thoughts composed. I just want to do it live and do it in real time. But this is the Maison Alhambra, and over here we have the Sospiro. And in the opening, just off rip, obviously there's gonna be a quality difference, but I will say there's like a big quality difference between the original and the dupe. And it's always expected when you're comparing clones and originals, you're gonna get that quality difference. But this one comes off a little bit much. Now, in the beginning, it is kind of like a screechy syntheticness about it. You do catch the citruses, you get the slight fresh spice from the ginger. The citrus come off a little sharp, slightly sweet, but it's something synthetic and screechy about this in like the first 5 to 10 minutes. Now, as this dries down, that's when the magic happens. That's when it's becomes something and it's like, okay, I can do this. You know, it is a good fragrance. It mellows out. That screechiness kind of goes away. Quality is still not the same, obviously, but it's not like something you can't bear. It's not that bad, you know. It has some synthetics in it, but it's not to where it's like a screechy, kind of like overly synthetic kind of feel. It smoothens out, it gets sweet, it has that powderiness like the original does. It also has like an extra, to me, it feels like this has like an extra soapy kind of feel, like not soapy in a way like bar soap, but kind of like a fresh shampoo kind of vibe. I don't know, it smells very nice and fresh and citrusy and ginger, a little musky, but it has like a shampoo kind of feel to it. I don't know if that's just something I'm getting or if you guys tried this, but it's not bad. It is kind of ambroxany as well. I kind of get like this was definitely some ambroxany added to this, but as a clone and a one-to-one, not at all. Not at all, guys. This is just way more refined. The notes are a little more prominent in here. They're smoother. They're more detectable. Everything is just more well-rounded, well done. Quality is way higher. They're like worlds apart when it comes to quality and stuff. But the smell isn't that bad of the Philos. I'm not gonna knock this. This is not bad. It's not a one-to-one dupe. I wouldn't even say this is a 90% dupe or 85% dupe. I look at this the same way, I don't have the bottle near me, but the same way I judge Jean Lo Immortal. That's a great fragrance on its own, but it's not a great L'Immensité clone, if that makes sense. It gets you close. It can get you around that 80%, but it's not a great clone. So this is the same. This will get you around that 80% close to vibrato, or like a Tigar style of DNA, but it's not a 1-to-1 or even a 90% or 85%. This is a great fragrance on its own, but I wouldn't recommend this if you want a great clone of this. Now, performance is not that bad. So I put this on today at 7:30, and it is now 12:20-ish. This is still going. It's not a beast, but I'm still catching wops of myself throughout the movements and the rest of the day. I might reapply a little bit and, you know, just so it go for the rest of the day, because it's still early. Like I said, it's noon. So, but I got up pretty early, 7:30 to around 12:15, 12:20, and it got a little more life in it. It's not gonna be done. It's not done right now, but I would say this is easily a 6 to 7 hour fragrance, if not maybe an 8-hour fragrance. From right now, it's a good 6-hour fragrance to me. With the potential of being an 8-hour fragrance, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go to about 7 to 8 hours. It's probably gonna die out within that 7th hour, and then that's when I'll reapply. But that's not bad when you're talking a clone that's this cheap. So all in all, guys, this is not a bad fragrance, especially at the price point. You can find this for about $25. You cannot beat that, guys, and it definitely gets you in the space of vibrato or a Tigar style, but this is not the best clone, so I can't recommend it for a clone of this fragrance, but I can recommend it for a general fragrance. If you want something fresh, you want something that's gonna work great for the spring and summertime, and it's very affordable, this is not bad, to be honest. Now, some fragrances I would suggest over this is like a Tigar, I said like a Tigar, like obviously Tigar, but Tarathi Blue by Afnan. That's way better than this, especially in like that quality department. Even though that's not the best quality, but Afnan, they put a little more quality into their fragrances. Not saying Lattafa don't, but Lattafa don't put as much quality into their Maison Alhambra line as they do their Lattafa stuff, you know, or their Pride stuff, or any other stuff. This is like the just the cheap throwaway line, I guess. They have hit or miss, like I said, but that one is better. You can go Alexandria fragrance. I think it's called Black Panther. That's really a good one. Guys, to be honest, if you want Sospiro Vibrato, just get Sospiro Vibrato. You know, or if you want that Tigar DNA, get Sospiro Vibrato, because I like this better than Tigar, and this is not that expensive. It is $150, give or take, on discounters. You can find testers for maybe a little under or around that price. This is really good. I think that's what I got this for. I got it for $150, and this was a tester, but it was a full presentation tester, cap, everything, $150. You can't beat that. You know, this is a niche product. The quality is amazing. And to me, the scent profile is slightly better than something like Tigar. You can also go Ingenious Ginger. It's a little more vanilla forward, a little sweeter, but it's in that same wheelhouse. But if you want a nice cheap clone, you can go this. If you want something throwaway, gym bag, work fragrance, keep in a locked room at the job, something like that, this will work. It's really good. It's not really good, but it's good. It's good for the price. But that's it, guys. That was my review of this fragrance. Not a bad fragrance, like I said. I'm gonna just say it again in another video. Not a bad fragrance at all. A good fragrance as far as it being just a general scent. But as a 1-to-1 clone or something close to a clone of this, I wouldn't suggest it. But if you want a nice fragrance for the cheap, it's gonna get you compliments. It's gonna last a good amount of time. You're green. You're green with this. That's it. Hope this video helps some of y'all. Comment down below if you tried this. Comment down below what's a good clone that could scratch the itch for this. I don't know. I think you should just get this. Invest the money. It's worth it. This is a good fragrance. But like I said, comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. It's your boy Nate the Fragrance Guy, and I'm signing out.